Honorable Speaker, I want to believe this is a dream. I have never imagined in my whole life, even as a trained advocate, that an accused person, accused of a misdemeanor, not a felony, not a category of an offense, which is so serious, and there would not be even a justification for any suspect charged with a serious offense to be killed within the precincts of a police station. I want to believe it's a dream that Albert was actually picked by persons who identified themselves as police officers, picked from his home, handed over to the hands of police officers by his parents, and the parents knew they are following him behind to help him and assist him secure a bond so that he can stand trial. And he's taken to a police station, Honorable Speaker, and after a few hours, Albert dies from head injuries, neck compression, multiple soft tissue trauma, and pathologist has ruled out self-inflicted injuries. I think it is very sad, and I must admit it must not happen to anybody within the Republic of Kenya. Honorable Speaker, the other day, Boniface Mwangi, the activist who went to Tanzania, together with his friends, people sometimes whom we don't even support, were tortured in Tanzania. And Kenyans were up in arms because of how the police in Tanzania behaved. How much more, Honorable Speaker, when Kenya is the lead in matters democracy, in matters of expression, political expression, how much more responsibility must the police take to deal with suspects within the constitutional parameters that they are given in the Republic of Kenya? I just want to take one moment, because I have worked in a police reform program with the Laikipia University, where we were introducing human rights to the police, that any time an accused person is arrested, they have rights under the Constitution, the Bill of Rights defends them, and I want to condemn in the strongest terms possible the killing of Albert Ojwang within the precincts of a police cell. It's embarrassing, and whoever did it is actually sabotaging the government of the day. It is very wrong, Honorable Speaker. And action must be taken, exhaustive investigations carried out, and whoever is culpable must be held liable. Let IPOA now do its work. And we are looking out, Honorable Speaker, to see that IPOA for once can hold police officers, Honorable Speaker, responsible for any...
Senator Beatrice Akinyi.
Honorable Speaker, a country that kills its young people is a country that kills its future. Honorable Speaker, just the last 1 week, I was here as a proud leader from Homa Bay County. And Honorable Speaker, I shared with this House our happiness from the celebration of Madaraka in Homa Bay County. But this morning, Honorable Speaker, I asked myself, was this the celebration we had in Homa Bay County on the 1st of June, Honorable Speaker? Is this the aftermath of what we've gotten from that celebration? Honorable Speaker, even all the developments we counted and I counted here is not equal to the life of one young man called Albert Omondi. Honorable Speaker, this morning, as I was having breakfast, just a brief breakfast with my son, I saw a young man shed tears over this death, Honorable Speaker. And my son preciously asked me, Mom, why do we as a country make 2 steps ahead and then we make 5 steps going back? Honorable Speaker, I want to ask the President that, Mr. President, who is this who is keen on tarnishing the image of this country? Are you not able to deal with that person? And Honorable Speaker, I've had a number of politicians make statements since the death of Albert, and a number of them are sorting themselves across the board. I want to tell them, Mr. Speaker, sir, that over this keep your sentiments away because a life has been lost. Honorable Speaker, I speak as a parent. Why are we on some of these seats, including any seat anybody has, if we cannot face such challenges? Honorable Speaker, let us allow our young people to grow. If you cannot fathom any challenge, Honorable Speaker, don't go for any seat. But the President must just address this, Honorable Speaker. I think it is by design that after the celebration of Madaraka in Homa Bay, somebody wants us to just shed some darkness in this country. Honorable Speaker, let us move forward. We have been told of a young man who could have committed suicide. This is the only country where we saw a...
Senator Karungo Tsangwa.
Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker. I'm equally sad, Mr. Speaker, as we discuss this issue of a lost soul. But one, Pastor Martin Niemoller from Germany said, Mr. Speaker, first they came for the socialist. I did not say anything because I was not a socialist. Then they came for the trade unionist. I did not say anything because I was not a trade unionist. Then they came for the Jews. I did not say anything because I was not a Jew. Then they came for me, and there was no one to speak for me. Mr. Speaker, as a country and as the Senate, we are all affected. We are all affected, not just as a nation. We are affected as people who have been entrusted to take care of the people, Mr. Speaker. Even the government pathologist who has been going through or conducting postmortems on such cases has even been affected, Mr. Speaker, saying a relative brought on a table for him to check what killed him, Mr. Speaker. I think as a country and as this Senate, we must give an ultimatum, Mr. Speaker, that by 25th June, Mr. Speaker, if this Senate has not done anything, if this Lagat, DIG, has not resigned, Kenyans should come out on 25th as a Memorial Day to come in large numbers, Mr. Speaker, and deal with whoever, Mr. Speaker, is not doing what it's supposed to do. Because, Mr. Speaker, the police who have been mandated to take care of Kenyans, they are quick to act on some useless issues, Mr. Speaker. Today, as we speak, there is a police officer by the name Samido. Samido, who is a musician, who was granted a leave to go to America. He was supposed to return yesterday. But today, there is a warrant of arrest on him for abduction of duty. If the police can issue a warrant of arrest for somebody because of missing work, yet we have a police officer whose name has been dragged on every murder. And, Mr. Speaker, they're not doing anything. I think as a country, I think as a Senate, we need to do something, Mr. Speaker. The same police told us a member of parliament has kidnapped himself. The same police told us he kidnapped himself and he slept in a certain hotel. The same police, but we did nothing, Mr. Speaker, because he does not come from our region. Today, the same police are saying the guy, the Albert Ojwang, hit his head on the wall, Mr. Speaker. The same police. At least we can say we're here now discussing issues because we have been all affected by the death of Albert Ojwang, Mr. Speaker.
Senator Kavindu.
Asante Bwana Spika kwa kunipa fursa hii niweze nami kutia sauti yangu kwa hili jambo ambalo Bwana linahuzunisha sana zaidi. Na kwanza niwape wazazi wa huyu kijana pole zangu. Bwana Spika, kila mzazi utarajia kuzikwa na mtoto wake. Hakuna mzazi hata mmoja utarajia kuzika mtoto. Na hii Bwana Spika inaleta uchungu sana kuona watoto wetu wanauawa kama ndege. Mwaka moja ikifika tarehe 25 mwezi huu, tutakuwa tumefikisha mwaka tukikumbuka jinsi wetu walipouawa. Bwana Spika, nilikuwa kwa hili bunge na nilitoka pale nje tukatembea tukaenda kule Bunge Towers. Bwana Spika, experience ya 3 hours Bunge Towers ilikuwa kama mwaka mzima. Kila nikisikia bunduki nalia tu, nilikuwa nasikia tumbo yangu inatoka, maana mimi ni mama. Na hiyo bunduki ilikuwa inapiga mtoto. Sasa tunaongelea mtoto ambaye ameuawa na watu ambao wanastahili kuwa wanalinda kila mwananchi katika hili taifa. Kama tutauliwa kule, tunastahili kukimbilia usalama. Basi tutapata usalama wapi Kenya hii? Ni kuonyesha taifa letu limeanguka kabisa. Na mimi naita president wa hili taifa, Bwana William Samuel Ruto, tafadhali simama kama president. Na sasa hivi kama si jana, uongee kuhusu huyu kijana. Na wale ambao wamesababisha watendewe kile wanastahili kutendewa. Kwa sababu hatutanyamaza watoto wetu wakiendelea kuuawa. Sasa wakikufa wote, tutabakia na nini kama taifa? Vijana ndio wenye nguvu, ndio wanaweza kuendelesha taifa. Tukizidi kuwaua, ni wapi tutapata wengine wa kuendelesha taifa hili? Mimi nasema hivi, kama mtu yoyote amefanya makosa, kuna koti, apeleko kotini ahukumiwe. Kama ni kufungwa, afungwe. Kama hakuna hatia, aachiliwe. Lakini kuuawa, hii jambo ninakashifu kabisa, kwa sababu hakuna haki ya mtu kupoteza uhai wake bila sababu yoyote. Na niyo mtoto peke yake ya wazazi wake. Hawa wazazi labda hata umri wao hawaruhusu tena kuwa na mtoto. Watapata mtoto wapi? Hata kama watalipa fidhia, hiyo fidhia watalipwa hailinganishwi na huyo mtoto. Na tunaomba haki itendeke hata kwa jinsi walipokufa kwenye taifa hili.
Senator AC Okenyuri.
Asante sana Bwana Spika kwa kunipa nafasi hii. Kwanza ningependa kutoa pole zangu kwa familia ya marehemu Albert Ojwang. Ni kisa ambacho kimenisikitisha mno Bwana Spika. Bwana Spika, sisi kama vijana tumeondoka nyumbani kwenye umaskini kuja mijini ili kujitafutia. Ni kisa kimenihuzunisha kuwa Albert aliweza kuchukuliwa na maafisa wale, na ripoti za upasuaji wa maiti zimeonyesha kuwa Albert hakujiua, aliweza kuuawa na maafisa wale. Singependa kujiunga na wenzangu ambao wananungunika. Bwana Spika, maafisa wale ambao walimbeba Albert kutoka kwao washtakiwe kwa makosa ya mauaji ili wasema nani ambaye aliwatuma kuangamiza kijana yule. Ni jambo ambalo linasikitisha Bwana Spika, kwa sababu kama vijana wa taifa watatendewa unyama kama ule, sisi viongozi tunabaki hapa tukinungunika Bwana Spika. Hii si hali ya kawaida Bwana Spika. Na mauaji ya wanablog yamekithiri. Sisi kama viongozi tumezoea kuwekewa makosa kwenye mitandao pale, lakini hatujawa wa hasira kiwango cha kutaka kuwaua wale ambao wanatutusi pale kwenye mitandao. Kwa sababu tuko kwenye nafasi za uongozi, mambo kama yale yakitokea, sio sisi kuchukua hatua kama zile. Kwa hivyo Bwana Spika, maafisa wale ambao walimchukua kijana huyu Albert kutoka nyumbani akiwa salama, washtakiwe kwa makosa ya mauaji ili waweze kuambia bunge hili na taifa kiini kikuu cha wao na ni nani ambaye aliwatuma kumwangamiza kijana huyu. Roho yake isilale pema peponi Bwana Spika, iweze kuwasumbua ambao wamefanya mambo hayo katika taifa hili. Asante sana.
Senator Omtata.
Mr. Speaker, sir, to begin with, I just want to read Article 238 of the Constitution, Clause 1. It reads, national security is the protection against internal and external threats to Kenya's territorial integrity and sovereignty, its people, their rights, freedoms, property, peace, stability, and prosperity, and other national interests. Clause 2A says national security is subject to the authority of this Constitution and Parliament. Parliament has the power to investigate this crime. And we have gotten to a point whereby we should form a parliamentary committee of inquiry to be guided by the inquiry. And that committee should get to the ground and call witnesses and unearth this problem. If you look at the Commission of Inquiries Act, it's another guide. If you can ask the president to form the committee, if he can't, Parliament can constitute itself into a committee. When J.M. Kariuki died, Parliament constituted a committee of inquiry, and there's a tradition in this House that we have been able to inquire matters like this. So given the weight of this matter, my submission is that Parliament should investigate this matter. The police have nothing to investigate. Yes, please.
Senator Omtata, would you wish to be informed by the Senator for Migori?
Yes.
You may proceed, Senator Eddy.
Mr. Speaker, my brother, Senator Omtata, has called for the formation of, I'm very emotional, Mr. Speaker, you'll forgive me. He has called for a commission of inquiry on the death of a young man when it is a matter of public understanding that there is somebody who has been alleged to have reported that Ojwang had published something about him. How does the justice system work, Mr. Speaker? How does it work?
Senator,
Can it be...
Senator Eddy, what is this information that you'd wish to share to aid Senator Omtata's contribution?
What I want to share with Senator Omtata is there is a serious person who works in the police rank who had an issue with this young man, and there's nothing to inquire about him. At the very least, let the young people in Kenya see that at least this person is behind bars, or at least has written a statement for which can form a basis for any kind of inquiry. There is nothing to inquire about a DIG who had an issue with this young person, Mr. Speaker. What is there to inquire? Senator, and is the one who sent for him, Mr. Speaker. What is there to inquire?
Senator Eddy, I've given you some latitude because we wanted to know, to understand the information you wanted to volunteer. Nevertheless, Senator Omtata, if that is helpful, you may proceed.
Well, it is helpful to the extent that you have not seen the tweet. Personally, I have not seen the tweet that has been referred to or the insulting statement that's alleged. I have not seen it. Naturally, this thing would have been floating around. So it looks like if there was one, there's a very heavy cover-up that we are not able to leave it to the ordinary law enforcement mechanisms to get to the root of this matter. That's why I would like people like Senator Sifuna here, Senator Mandago, and people, and the bull of Nandi, Senator Cherargei, to sit on this issue and try to bring closure to this. We had Gen Zs killed in this country. It's close to a year today. No stone has been turned. And if it has been turned, what was seen under that stone has not been told to us. That's what I'm saying, as the ultimate house. And that's why I read this constitution. 258 clause 2A. National security is our business. And national security includes the lives of Kenyans. A life of a Kenyan has been lost. Many lives have been lost. Nobody has been held accountable. That's why I'm saying that in this particular matter, we form a body, a committee of inquiry the way it was done when J.M. Kariuki died, and the way it was done recently when this lady was killed by the British soldiers. And we unearth the evidence we can get and force law enforcement to act. If we leave it to law enforcement, we are going to complain, daylight, sunset, and the things will go cold. Let this House take charge and get to the bottom of this matter, turn whatever stone there is to be turned, look under that stone, and tell the world what they see. That's what we need. Otherwise, we are going to end up nowhere. They are going to sanitize this thing and it's going to disappear. This was a murder. We even have information this guy was taken to Central Police Station when he was bleeding. We would like these people to have a forum where they can come and tell us what they saw without fear of being victimized. That's why I'm asking for a parliamentary commission of inquiry. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Senator Nderitu.
Asanti Bwana Spika kunipa fursa hii. Kwanza kabisa nataka kuleta risala zangu za rambirambi na watu wa Laikipia kwa familia ya Albert Omondi Ojwang. Na nimpongeze Seneta wa Migori Eddie kwa kuleta taarifa hii kwa sababu wakati huu Bwana Spika kwa nchi nzima kuna tanzia kwa sababu ya kumpoteza kijana barubaru. Kijana ambaye alikuwa ana maono. Bwana Spika, na hii imekuwa ni kama kawaida kwa sababu inaonekana watu wanaongea na polisi, maafisa wa usalama wamezoea, watu wataongea watanyamaza. Bwana Spika, nasema hivi kwa sababu kuna taarifa ambayo tungetaka kujua kile ambacho kilimuua padre ambaye anaitwa John Maina Ndegwa wa Boyman. Vile vile taarifa kuhusu padre ambaye anaitwa Alois Cheriot Bet. Lakini Bwana Spika, ikiwa taarifa kama hizo wezi kazipata, wanajua ya kwamba hata huyu kijana ambaye tayari tunaambiwa ya kwamba na maafisa ambao wanatuambiwa kwamba watafanya uchunguzi. Uchunguzi wao wa kwanza walisema ati katika seli Ojwang alijigongesha kwa ukuta. Bwana Spika, huyu Ojwang hakuna mahali kunasemekana alikuwa na ugonjwa wa kifafa ati alianguka. Ni wazi julikane alipokuwa akichukuliwa Homa Bay, maafisa wa usalama walihakikishia wazazi wake ya kwamba ako sawasawa na atapatikana akiwa vile vile. Bwana Spika, alitoka huko akiwa buheri wa afya, lakini ukiangalia ripoti ya upasuaji wa mwili wake inaonyeshana ya kwamba alinyongwa, na vile vile inaonekana ya kwamba alipigwa kichapo cha mbwa kuingia msikitini. Bwana Spika, hii ni aibu kwa maafisa wa usalama kwa sababu wao ndio wamepewa jukumu kulinda mali na maisha ya wananchi. Bwana Spika, sasa inafika kiwango ya kwamba wananchi wanashindwa, wakimbilie majambazi? Hapana. Wakimbilie polisi? Hapana. Kwa sababu Bwana Spika, Inspector General wa polisi anapaswa kuitwa hapa aelezee kinaga ubaga. Naye naibu wa Inspector General wa polisi ambaye anatuhumiwa ya kwamba haya mambo yametendeka kwake, Bwana Spika, anapaswa kuwa amejiuzulu. Na si hiyo peke yake Bwana Spika, samaki anaanza kuoza kutoka kwa kichwa. Waziri wa usalama Kipchumba Murkomen anapaswa akija hapa kesho atuelezee vizuri, na akishindwa kueleza Bwana Spika ajiuzulu, kwa sababu yeye ndio tunategemea, yeye ndio tumepatia lile jukumu akiwa kama waziri. Nataka kuwashukuru vijana wa hapa Eddie, na shukuru majority leader ama kiongozi wa
Senator Asige.
Thank you, Speaker. In June of 2024, the streets were the crime scene during the Gen Z protests. Now young people are being executed in a new place. It seems that police stations have become the new crime scene. And I, as I proceed, want to call for the IG and his deputy, who have had far too many extrajudicial killings under their belt in just 1 year, fired with immediate effect. Mr. Speaker, because there are too many rights that have been violated through the death and the killing of Albert, 26, 28, and 29, and other articles of the Constitution. Why was Albert Ojwang arrested without a warrant or a clear explanation of the charges contrary to Article 49? Why was he transferred over 350 kilometers from Homa Bay to Nairobi instead of being processed locally? On what basis was he even detained in Nairobi? Why was his safety not guaranteed while in police custody as mandated by Section 59 of the National Police Service Act? And if the allegations of corruption that he made were worth killing him, then why isn't this precisely what we're investigating? Because only a hit dog hollers. DCI should not be seen anywhere near this investigation, Speaker. A judgment by Justice Mugambi on the 9th of May 2025 clarified that only IPOA has the mandate to investigate deaths and injuries caused by police officers who are on duty or occur in custody. Not DCI, not any other department of the police. Also, the Security Services Laws Amendment was introduced in Parliament to expand IPOA's oversight powers and give it more teeth, not just recommendations, but actually allow them to make arrests. But the National Assembly has blocked this bill. We know that. They say that it doesn't concern counties, thereby stalling its legislative process in this Senate, and therefore obstructing real justice. We have to fight as a Senate to bring that bill. Dead people don't tell tales, Speaker, but the collective voice of Kenyans demands that this tale be told and justice be served immediately. I thank you.
Senator Kisang.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Speaker, I also joined my colleagues to condemn the killing of Albert Ojwang, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Speaker, this is a young man who was teaching. In fact, I want to send condolences to the people of Oma Bay, the people of Taita Taveta, because he was a teacher there, Honorable Speaker, and the only child. So it's unfortunate that he had to die in a police cell. I don't know if the police don't know that there is a law that was passed 2019 called Computer Misuse and Cybercrime Act, that if anybody abuses you in the social media, you report, take them to court, and charge them. So there was no need to kill this innocent young man, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Speaker, I think it is time now for the National Police Service to put CCTV cameras in the cells, because we have lost many people in the cells, and there is no record to show what could have happened, actually, Honorable Speaker. They need to put, the National Assembly need to afford some resources so that all our cells in the country, Honorable Speaker, are